Hello everyone and welcome Latinx community to another class of Hypopressive. For all of you that are new in this class, I want to explain you what is hypopressive in a few words. We're talking about health and health from inside out. With the training system Hypopressive, we're going to reprogram our core and our posture. As a consequence, we're going to have a flat belly and a straight pelvic floor. It is not magic, it's just posture. So, buenos días a todos y bienvenidos Latinx Community. Como siempre, nuestra clase de los jueves a las 9 de la mañana Miami Time. Para todos aquellos que sois nuevos, el sistema de entrenamiento hipopresivo es un completo entrenamiento que reprograma tu postura y tu core. Y como consecuencia obtenemos una flat belly, un body tone y un straight pelvic floor. My name is Alexa Morine and I'm going to be your instructor during those days. 30 minutes twice a week is the perfect training for hypopressive. Today we are in this beautiful park and today I will love to talk about the position of four alls. Me encantaría hablar de la posición de cuadrupedia. Now we have been working together for more than 1 month. So you become a pro. So you need to do the exercise properly. Necesitas hacer tus ejercicios de una manera correcta. In this way, you can take more advantage of the benefits of hypopressive. Learn hypopressive through a video is not easy. You need an instructor certificated that guide your practice. Aprender los hipopresivos desde un vídeo nunca es fácil. Es una técnica que requiere saber cómo respirar y cómo hacer un vacuum. We're going to learn in those classes how to relax the diaphragm and how to perform this aspiratory vacuum. Apneas, vacuums, all these new words going to be explained for me, by me, in those classes. So starting from the beginning, remember that in class, the vacuum is not necessary because it will come with time. But learn the vacuum is the most funny part because when you get the vacuum, wow, a new wall opens. No es necesario hacer la apertura costal en orden para aprender la clase. pero vendrá con el tiempo. Como todo necesitamos práctica. Vamos a hacer esa relajación diafragmática juntos, ese vacuum, ese Uddiyana Bandha del yoga. Let's practice together how to open your ribs. So, in a comfort position, it's always easy on the floor, lay down. On my case, I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna show you my core. This is my core, and you can see my ribs. So the first thing is breathe through your nose. When you breathe in, you have to try that your ribs open. So important. Don't breathe with the belly. Don't breathe with the clavicular area. Es muy importante que tengas una conciencia respiratoria. For this, I'm going to show you the two other breathings that we can adopt, but they are not the ones that we need in class. So one of the more common breathings is belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. So inhale. You see my belly? Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. This breathing is not the correct for the class. Another breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In this breathing, I'm using the scalenus muscle. So all the tension is in my neck. It's not the breathing that we work in class. The breathing that we need is a rib cage breathing. So place your hands around your rib. Put a little bit of pressure. And when you inhale, try to push these hands away. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with the mouth open. Inhale again through your nose. Exhale, mouth open. You see the movement of the ribs? When I tell you exhale with the mouth open, it's an exhalation that like you fog a mirror. Es una exhalación como que empañas un cristal. Es suave, no es forzada. Simplemente dejas que el aire fluya y salga. No hagas ruido en la exhalación. No pongas restricciones. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. So what happens when we inhale? When we inhale, our ribs expand and let more capacity to the lungs to take some air. When we exhale, the ribs go down and close. The trick is that I'm gonna ask you in class, take some air without take a real air, only the action of breathing with your ribs closed. It sounds weird, right? It's this movement. Inhale through your nose, open your ribs. Exhale with the mouth open in 4, 3, 2, 1. Now my ribs are closed, and I'm gonna tell you, perform the vacuum. Do a false inhale. It's like you take air, but you cannot take air, so close your mouth, pinch your nose, and perform the false inhale with the ribs closed, with no air inside of you. And when you inhale again, you bring the air back with control through your ribs slowly. Sounds weird, but it's coming with time. So don't be hard with yourself about it. Parece muy extraño. Lo que te estoy pidiendo es que cojas aire, exhales el aire, en ese momento las costillas bajan y sin aire dentro de ti, hagas una falsa inspiración, hagas el efecto de volver a abrir las costillas. En ese momento, la musculatura del serrato te va a ayudar, la musculatura de los intercostales también. Va a haber un vacío abdominal. ¿Y qué va a pasar durante este vacío? What's going to happen when you perform the hypopressive vacuum? This area is going to be release of pressure. Your pelvic floor, your pelvic cavity is going to be release of pressure. And the viscerals and all the visceral packages and organs are going to try to lift up. Liberate this area and everything goes up. And as a consequence, there is a coactivation of the pelvic floor. It's a muscle that have to be strong, especially for women, that we are open to the gravity. So when you take a dumbbell and you do this exercise, you are tone the biceps. It's the same. Here is going to happen the same. Nosotros vamos a tonificar el suelo pélvico de una manera involuntaria. ¿Quieres hacer conmigo? ¿Quieres practicar este vacío abdominal? Lo hacemos juntos. Okay. Remember that we do a breathing with the rib cage. Inhale through your nose in 2. Open your ribs. Exhale slowly in 4, 3, 2, 1. Your ribs close. When you have no more air, hold your breath, close your mouth, pinch your nose, and open your ribs. You see how the abdominal rectus is not working in that moment? So the rest of my core is working out. Muscles that usually are sleeping start to be more toned. Obliquos, transversus, the multifidus, the muscle around the spine, postural muscles. This is what we want. Create a strong core. The core is our house. And have to be strong walls, a strong ground, that is the floor, the pelvic floor, and of course, mobility in the roof of the house, that is my diaphragm. Today I would love to show you how to perform a 4-all position, cuadrupedia position, posiciones a 4 patas, que muchas veces son difíciles de perform because people have not the knowledge. So today we're going to be very precise in this posture. So let me place the camera in another place that you can see me perfect. There we go. From here, we're going to work together. First of all, work without shoes and without socks is the best way that you feel the ground. La fascia plantar, the fascia, this tissue that recover our muscles, have to be visible for the trainer and for you as well. So, on our 4 alls, we're gonna place our toes on the ground. You have to imagine that your toes are roots that going on the ground. So a lot of people don't have flexibility, so you can maybe have this kind of flexion in your feet, but with time it's gonna come more and more and more. So place your feet in flexion on the ground. Your knees are hip wide apart. Do you remember when we are stand-up position that I said feet hip wide apart? Now our knees are hip wide apart, so a palm between our knees. Great. We have the foundation of the posture. Tenemos los cimientos de la postura. Unos pies anclados al suelo. Unas rodillas separadas a lo ancho de las caderas. Continuamos. La rodilla tiene que estar debajo de la cadera. Your knee under your hip. Important, those 90 degrees. For the first posture of quadrupedia, Maya. So, Gaia, sorry. So now, I grow through the crown. It's like somebody's pulling my hair. You see? And now, knees under my hips, toes on the floor, my back flat, my crown growing. Imagine that your ischions, the bones of your hips, are pushing to the other way. So there is a tension between my head and my ischions. Now my hands are placed on the floor. Perfect. Now rotate your hands. Interior rotation. Gira tu mano. No hagas un giro completo, because look what happened when you turn your hands, you rotate your hands completely. Look what happened with my shoulder. Normally there is a depression of the shoulders, and we don't want that. Not for the moment. We are not ready for that yet. So, hands on the floor and do a rotation. The finger, the middle finger, is going to be aligned with your forearm. Separate your hands. Leave this distance, like at the distance of your chest. Now, feet on the floor, knees under my hips, growing through the crown. Rotation of the hand, and push your elbows away. You see the tension that happened in this area? Look, when I push my elbows away. You see the activation of my serratus? Look, again, in another posture. Look, hands, and now I ask you, push your elbows away. This is the tension that we have to create in class. So we are working out, we are toning our body. Again, feet on the floor, roots, your toes are roots, knees under your hips, growing tall through the crown, growing to the other side as well with my ischions. Hands on the floor with a half rotation internal. And now push your elbows away to activate the serratus. My back flat and my shoulder blades, my wings open. Tengo una perfecta posición ahora de cuadrupedia. Y desde aquí vamos a proceder al vacuum. From here we're going to proceed with the abdominal vacuum. Remember, tension in your elbows, pushing side to side to activate the serratus. Growing through the crown. A space between your ears and your shoulders. Don't do the elevation of the shoulders, okay? Hands open and well sitting on the floor. It's like you want to leave your print, the print of the hand on the sand of the beach. Same sensation. Now, grow flat back, push your elbows away, and with me, inhale in 1, 2. Elevate your chest, open your ribs, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. This position, the gravity is helping us. Inhale again, big cage. As you exhale in 4, 3, 2, 1, we're ready for take air again. And look, my feet well sitting on the floor, my elbows pushing away, my back flat, growing tall through the crown. Respira otra vez en 1, 2. Al exhalar, empuja los codos hacia afuera en 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. Inhale again, and if you need it, relax. Do this movement with your wrists. Si necesitas relajar las muñecas, porque es una posición nueva que requiere mucha tensión, haz unos cuantos ejercicios antes de volver a retomar la posición. Importante en estos ejercicios de 4-Alls es que distribuyas el peso del cuerpo, que no pongas todo el peso en tus muñecas. Recuerda que en estas clases estamos tonificando. Tus brazos van a estar así, tonificados, ya por estos ejercicios. El vacuum es un extra que aprendemos y nos ayuda a recolocar todo lo que tenemos en el core y nos ayuda a fortalecer la musculatura de la espalda. Vamos a volver a hacer este ejercicio. We're going to do again this exercise, and now with the cervical flexion. Another thing important. Start again. Feet on the floor, knees hip wide apart, growing through your crown, and as well my ischions going to the other side. 90 degrees, knees under your hips. Now remember, rotate your hands in interior rotation. Open your palms, feel the ground. Push your elbows away to activate your serratus major. And now from here, put a little bit of tone in your belly. Don't let the belly drop. Don't let the lumbar area. It's a common mistake. So tone in your belly, growing tall. Try to have a flat belly. From here, inhale with me. Vamos a respirar juntos. En 1, 2. Exhala despacito con la boca abierta, empuja los codos hacia afuera. Inhale with me in 1, 2. Recuerda poner un poquito de tono en tu barriga. Recuerda que tus piernas son fuertes and they're gonna handle the weight of your body and continue growing. And inhale again in 1, 2. Push your elbows away as you exhale in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. Open your ribs slowly and flex your cervical. Inhale again. The cervical flexion is something that we will talk another day. It's very important that you don't collapse. So imagine that between your neck you have a tennis ball. Tennis ball is gonna help you to continue growing and at the same time to do this flexion. So we don't want to collapse. There are a lot of people with a lot of flexibility in the neck. When I am teaching people and I said, flex your cervicals, I always pay attention because people do like that and collapse. It's not what we need. We need to stretch in our neck, make it grow, and then do a flexion. Now, another movement for quadrupedia is flexion of the dorsal area. So with the vacuum, we're gonna do cervical flexion and a dorsal flexion. And this is one of the most difficult because people have no conscience about what is the dorsal flexion. And a common mistake is this. When we are in forals, with our toes on the ground, with our knees hip wide apart, with our hips under our knees, toned belly, flat back, growing through the crown, flexing our elbows to serratus activation, I ask for a flexion of the cervicals with control, and then I ask for dorsal cervical or dorsal flexion, and guess what happened? Look. This is not a dorsal flexion. You are doing the cat of yoga. You are stretching your back. And dorsal flexion is something very soft. It's a mobility that you have in the dorsal area, in the dorsal spine. La columna dorsal tiene una flexibilidad no muy grande, pero la gente no tiene la conciencia corporal de hacer esta flexión. Mi consejo es que después de tu flexión cervical intentes llegar, in my case with the ponytail, to the floor. This is going to be the dorsal flexion, that's it, and nothing is moving. Maybe your elbows push a little bit more away to leave space to the dorsal flexion. Let's practice together. Feet hip wide apart, knees feet wide apart, my toes roots on the floor, knees under my hips, growing tall. Imagine that somebody pulled my hair, but at the same time my ischion is pushing to the other side until I have 90 degrees. Tone your belly, don't drop the belly, don't let the lumbars fall. My arms twist a little bit in internal rotation, and then my elbows pushing side to side, and my serratus is active. With me, together, inhaling 1, 2. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows side to side, activation. Inhale with me in 1, 2. Distribute the weight of your body all over, not only in your wrist. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale with me, grow through the crown in 1, 2. As you exhale in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. Slowly open your ribs. Flex your cervical and flex your dorsal area. Inhale and go back. Did you see how my head disappeared between my arms? This is what you have to see when we perform the flexion of the dorsal. So first, let me show you from this plane. Flexion and flexion. Push your elbows away and disappear and go back. Sunny out. I love it. So let's perform again the 4 O's with cervical flexion and with dorsal flexion. Remember, it's very important that your elbows push away. It's very, very important to activate the serratus to help us to open our ribs. 4 all position is one of my favorite and is one of the hardest one because people when finish feel pain here. I am well trained, yo estoy muy entrenada y ya no lo siento. Por eso, intenta controlar el peso por todo tu cuerpo, starting from my feet. My feet are rules on the floor, mis pies, mis dedos son raíces en el suelo. Now my knees under my hips. Now I'm growing tall like somebody pulled my hair. At the same time, my ischions, the bones of my hips, looking for the other side until I have 90 degrees and a flat back. Put a little bit of tension in your belly. And then twist your hands, internal rotation, hands open, trying to put your fingerprints on the ground. Growing tall, relax your shoulders, space between your ears and your shoulders, pushing elbows away. The last time, inhale with me in 1, 2. Exhale in 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again in 1, 2. Continue growing through your crown. Elbows pushing side to side. Exhale in 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last time. Inhale with me. Grow through the crown. Put the weight of your body. Strong legs. Activate your gluteus. Exhale in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. Swallow saliva for help to close the glottis. Open your ribs. Flex your cervical and flex your dorsal area. Look, my serratus working. Inhale and relax. How do you feel? Well, for all position, it can be challenging. La posición de cuadrupedia puede ser un reto. There are a lot of different variations of this posture. I love to teach you from the beginning. I love to teach you the little tricks to perform a perfect exercise. Today we are here in London in a beautiful park and I'm teaching you one of the most beautiful postures for all. Hypopressive can help you with your back pain if you have it, if you are working all day in a computer, if you are driving for long hours, if you are lifting heavy weight. Hypopressive can help you to recover your core after pregnancy. There is an amount of benefits. What is famous for? For a flat belly. It's nothing magic. It's just when you change your posture, your core changes as well. Thank you so much for this class today. My name is Alexia Marine. You can find me on Instagram. Send me a private message, envíame un mensaje privado y podemos hacer clases conjuntas o clases en grupo vía Zoom. Mondays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. Miami, you can find me here and you can learn this amazing technique. Would you love to be your own physiotherapy? Would you like to have this trick to change your posture and your bad habit? Stay with me. ¿Te gustaría cambiar tu postura? ¿Te gustaría tener un cuerpo más tonificado? Lo único que tienes que hacer es estar conmigo los lunes y los miércoles. Latinx Community, Soul Beauty Magazine. I'm more than happy to share with you my knowledge. Me encanta compartir mis secretos con vosotros. Recuerda, es muy importante que sonrías, que te muevas, que des gracias por todo lo que tienes y que respires. Breathing is living. Thank you so much, Alexi Marine, for Soul Beauty Magazine, Latinx Community. See you on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you for watching BODYFIT. You can catch Alexa Mondays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. right here on Solivity TV.
Solivity Magazine brings you the best in inspiration on Solivity TV. Check out our new shows. Mark your calendars for Solivity Magazine shows by going to solivity.com.